Horses are powerful and very intelligent animals. I have always loved horses, and today I'm visiting a girl called Shelby, who has ridden horses almost her whole life, to learn more about how horses communicate, but also how we can communicate with them. They can be very loyal friends to us humans, and this horse is called Capricho. He's a very playful horse. Shelby is still training him, and now she's trying to make him stand up on his back legs. He still doesn't really know how to do it. Shelby sometimes uses a whip as a tool. It might look painful for the horse, but it's actually completely harmless because horses' skin is so thick that it doesn't hurt them. She also tries to communicate to Capricho that she wants him to stand up by making herself really tall. And finally, it works. Good job, Capricho. This is another one of Shelby's horses. He's called 300. He's a very funny horse. Shelby told me that he really likes to get rubbed at one specific spot on his neck, so I tried it. He likes it so much so that he started moving his lips. Apparently, he always does different things with his mouth whenever he likes something. Shelby and I thought we'd braid his mane today to make him look a little extra nice. I see that he's moving his mouth, so I think he enjoys it. Before Shelby gets up on his back, she puts on this special thing on her boots, and I'll tell you what it's for soon. Now, do you see the spiky things at the back of Shelby's boots? It might look a little scary, but it's something Shelby uses to put pressure on the side of 300 to make him run, because that's what he's been trained to do. And even though it looks like it might hurt 300, it doesn't at all. He can only feel a light touch. And look at how fast he runs. Shelby has also trained her horses to go in different directions with this rope that's attached to 300's mouth. So if she pulls to the left, he goes left. And if she pulls to the right, he goes right. I thought I'd try all of this to see if 300 would listen to me. And he didn't even want to move. And then all of a sudden he started running so fast I forgot I had to direct him with the rope. It looked so easy when Shelby did it. But I realized that horses really pay attention to what you do. And they're trained in a way that makes them listen to our signals. And I didn't know them very well, so I think 300 was confused. Do you hear those click sounds? It's actually something that Shelby does to communicate with 300. She has trained him to move in certain ways when he hears them. Like spin around in circles, for example. Isn't that so cool? Or dance. And look at how carefully 300 is listening. He is also constantly looking at where Shelby is looking, because he will go in that direction. Every little thing that you do with your body and every little sound that you make with your mouth, the horse will pay close attention to. But usually when the ears are forward, it means that they're attentive and listening. And when they're backwards, it can actually mean that they're angry or upset. So then it can be good to be a little extra careful around them. But horses are really sweet and sensitive creatures, and they tend to feel what you feel. So if you're happy, they tend to get happy. And if you're scared, they tend to get scared. So in a way, you could say that they're a mirror reflection of your mood. But horses also communicate with each other. And this sound is called a neigh. Usually horses make these sounds when they're looking for their other horse friends, because they really don't want to be alone. They're very social creatures who live in small groups or herds out in the wild. And they're always happier if they have other horse friends to run and play with. Usually they like to play with humans too, like with Abraham and Edson, for example. And me and Shelby also had so much fun playing tag with the little ponies. But look at this pony. What is she doing? It looks like she's laughing. But it's actually something called a phlegm response, which is something horses do when they smell something, because it activates a part in their nose that makes them smell better. These are some of the ways you can understand and communicate with a horse. Do you maybe know of a place where you can go and spend some time with a horse? Maybe even learn how to ride one. It's really fun. But it could be a little scary at first, since they're pretty big animals. But if you learn how to communicate well with them, they will listen to you. But even if you don't ride them, they're very sweet animals to just be around and cuddle with. Next time you're around a horse, see if you can figure out what they're trying to tell you.